Something coin on here. Give me 1 second. Okay, we have 8 rows of quarters, 7 rows of nickels. I'm going to start with the nickels first. We'll just do a quick search. We're going to move on. We're going to start off with these 2 customer wrap rolls first. We'll just do these live. Looking for 2009 to 2024 nickels. Finally starting to get the pennies. So we're going to start off with that. I already got quarters. I ain't worried about the quarters. I get those from the mint already. So we're going to do these first 2 live, and I'm just going to hunt the rest and bring y'all back in for the nickel wrap up. I'm debating if I'm going to buy, probably will go ahead and buy new books for the nickels. Now we're in year 2. Still looking for a couple of 2009 Philadelphia nickels. Those are low mintage years. Finish off year 1 books. So more likely most of these are probably going to go into the year 2 books. And this one's all taped up. So we're going to get started. So we're looking for silver. Those are nickels made from 42, half of 42, and 43, 44, and 45. Proofs? Anything old? This is what we're looking for. Now I do keep these out. So we got a kill boat already. Got a buffalo. On the Denver. If it's a Denver one, look for a speared buffalo. Oh, this is ugly. It's a Denver, all right, but it's ugly looking on that side of it. More than likely, this will go probably back in circulation. I don't keep anything that ugly. Nope. There's a nice 1970 Denver. So basically what I do, I make 2 stacks. Modern. Piece. And anything before 2004 goes in this stack. We have here, let's see what year. 92, slightly off center straight, but nothing to write home about. So basically I just separate them, then I'll go back and search for them by that route. Meanwhile, I'm keeping my eye out for any pre-62. You need 60 and 61 for your first year of the Jefferson nickel books. So right now I currently have 4 of them. One's missing 6 coins before I completely have it filled out. It does have the 50D. It's got the 38 and 39 PD and S. On the 75, looking for the high mint mark. Let's see, I think that's a 91. '74, I think. Yep, I'm using my scope. I'm not going to show y'all on this every scoped item. I do it because my eyes are still adjusting from eye surgery, which they say can take anywhere from a couple months to maybe a year or so. They say everybody's different. 70D. Now I do keep anything that has an S mint mark on it, because San Francisco started making the proofs for the nickels in '68. Before that, Philadelphia made the proofs. So let's see, we got an 80. That was an 11. Last nickel hunt, I did get a war nickel. $64 Philly. I got enough of those. I can make 2 rolls of what I got put away in Ziploc bags. That's 77. Let me find something to put all these nickels in this first row. That's in the wrong stack. Get these at these type of rolls at Wally World, and I do have this little tool that actually crimps them. Got one of those nickels and pennies, one of those quarters and dimes. So it looks like they came from the bank. See? These are pretty easy to open up because you got that little piece, but I don't like that. Doesn't crimp it well. I've been crimping my pennies from last year's hunt. I'm not expecting to get anything out of here old. Occasionally that does happen. This is a shiny one, so I know that's not one. 2009. What we got here? 75D is not the high mint mark. Now on these, you can find various die chips and stuff on the side of the buildings. They're called beehives. You can find die chips in the lettering. You got several videos on that. In fact, I got enough right here for another video now. In case you have seen something nice, bright and shiny, I do check for the steps, and this only has 3. To do a video about the full steps and not full steps. There's about, you can also find in between the E and the R on Liberty die chips. So I'm going to start classifying them, I think, and see if I get some recognition for it. I don't know how well it's going to go over the coin collecting community, but I got to start somewheres. So I see something nice, bright and shiny, and there's just a lot of damage on the back side. I'll stop and scope one. We got 2005. We got one of each. My goal is always to get one of each nickel. You have to find any proof nickels. Proof will have an S underneath the date right there. You'll see the S mint mark on nickels right there. got some graded examples. Trying to find how sometimes you get a lot of these or a lot of those styles. Look, I missed one. Killboat. So we got two of those. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera. Recording. And if I find anything, I'll bring y'all back in on it with the bank wrap rolls. Tell you what, let's do one bank wrap roll live. We got some nice shiny, but I think that's a 23. I kind of did look for enders. I didn't see anything other than the same designs. So, I've had before, I got nothing but all the same year in nickels. So basically what I do, I just unroll it and hold on to it. You'll see some older ones and some newer ones in here. (2005). We should have been paying more attention to these nickels back in they first came out. 1980 Denver. '74. I'm getting better reading these with these readers on. The last box of pennies I got, put 4 rows plus a few extras on the 2024 pennies from Denver and 3 Phillies. So I'm getting a box of those Friday, plus along with a box of $50. So I'll do a live on Monday on. We're at 250 subscribers. We're actually now at 263. We're at 264 on somebody unsubscribed. Hope I didn't offend them. So looking for 2009s. That's been more of a hunt now for a lot of people is finding the 2009 nickels. So I think that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a few of the old style and a bunch of the new style. I'm going to pause it. I'll bring you back in with the nickel wrap up. Nickel wrap up on the last row. We've got 2 more 2005s. And not seen what they are yet. So let's bring it down so y'all can see. Buffalo, Pacific View. So we ended up with a total of 7 of the West Virginia series. So I'm going to stack these up there, and then we're going to get onto the quarters. So yeah, just sit tight. Let's do. I had a quarter explosion. I forgot which one it was. Might have been this one. we're all looking for silver. Be from 1964 on back. And we do that by hunting the edges. And I don't see any. Now they do have proofs you can find, because I've already found one proof this year. So the way I usually separate, I do parks. And there's my rolls of tubes. I got stuff in here, but that's okay. Got parts, state, eagle backs. I already got some in here from yesterday. I want more someplace. We usually use this one for the women's series. But anymore, I got some more tubes. So that's how I separate them, unless I see something blaring at me. And they put Washington crossing Delaware with the women's series, so we're going to do that. Got state, Kissashi National Forest, the only forest in my home state of Louisiana. We got the Everglades. There's supposed to be a double dot in Wyoming. I have yet to find it. It has to do with the horn on the saddle. California. Now, Tallgrass Prairie is one of the 10 quarters will have a W mint mark. But this is Philadelphia. I do check for die chips on the Philadelphia coins occasionally while I'm hunting. Then I go back later and hunt one more time in case I missed anything. Another Tallgrass Prairie. Another Philly. Let's see, is that Ozark? Yeah, it's the Ozark. We got another, got a Colorado. Here you go back. American Memorial Park. It's another one that have a W mint mark on it, but this one does not. Here you go back. NMA1. Nevada. There's some die chips if it's a Philly. It is. Sometimes you find die chips. I ain't gonna say what they call it on the horse. I do not see no die chips at all on this one. Okay, we got River No Return. I had two of these with the W mint mark. This is a Philly. Bessie Coleman, you can find die chips on the top of the wings, the middle of the wing, on her glasses. Reach right through where she looks like she only has one finger. There is a NQ doubling called the E on the initials, but that's not considered a error. 69. State. Saltwater grass is another one that could have the mint mark. And this is a Philadelphia. There's some doubling on the leaves. There's some die chips along the leaves. You can find them. Found a die chip already. So what I'm going to do is pause it and show y'all. Okay. This is a mangrove plant that grows on the coast. That is a die chip on that right there. I need a long pointer. Got a big die chip right there. One right there. Looks like a saltwater snail crawling up the stalk. But if you find any die chips, the doubling is going to be along the edge of the leaves. And I don't see any on this one, but at least we got one with a die chip. So I'll put off to the side. Rear form, I have yet to find the broken branch die chip. It usually occurs right up in here. Or the die chip on the elbow. So let's see what year this one is. Denver, that's why. See, on the Wyoming, this is supposed to be a little bit extra metal. They call it the double horn right up in here, and this does not have it. Louisiana, my home state. This is how I ride. There's usually a little bit of doubling and right up along in here. There's a grease strike through that follows this and looks like a comet. They call it the ghost comet. I finally found one. Okay, here's Women Man Killer. She has a good area you can find. It has to do with this channel of hair. It's a die chip. This is about 50% coverage. This is the second one I found with that much coverage. I want to fully engulf the whole channel. This is pretty dirty, but that is a fine, so that will be pulled off to the side and flipped. More Spillings Rockefeller. You can sometimes find the die chips up in here, along the branch. I got one that's right up in here. This also could possibly have a W. And it's a Denver. State. This is another one that can have the W. The bat, quarter, mama bat, baby bat. You can also find grease strike through and a mama bat going through the eyes. And this one is a Denver. I'm just going to explain to you why I kind of hunt for it. Anime Wong. You have to find one. It's supposed to be some doubling along this finger and on this finger. I've yet to find that. Now, some people think this is doubling here, but it's not. You actually got a finger, fingernail, finger, fingernail. You see them advertise that as a error, but it's not an error. Fort Moultrie. That's what mark this one is. Philadelphia. You can find die chips on this area. There is a double die where the feathers are double, but I do not see that on here. That may be something, but I doubt it. So I'm going to pull this one off to the side for future to look over. You go back. So this is kind of gives you an idea what you can find. Arizona, it has a famous die chip. This does not have it. I want to partially cover the initials. They call it the extra cactus sleeve. And there's another one that occurs that kind of connects the numbers together somehow. I forgot what Dirty Waters told me about. I think this one's a Denver Minute one. It is. So I'm going to pause this video. I want to finish going through these quarters. So come across anything, I'll bring y'all back in. So just hang tight. Okay, I did come across another Salt River Bay. And this one's got a nice sized die chip right there. That's not supposed to be there. This is supposed to be clear. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. This is the exact same area. See how this is empty? And there it is filled in right there where my mouse is pointing at. So that is another error we got here. So I'm going to pause it. I'll bring you back in if I find anything else. Okay, I'm on another roll. Forgot how many I've gone through so far. We now have, this is the Homestead, Nebraska. I did not find a double dots, but I did find it's beginning of snow on the roof. This is a die crack. It runs all the way to here and up to here very, very faintly. And then we got the die chip right here in the corn stalk. I do not see no doubling in the windows, which usually occur up in here, or no double pump handle. Nor do I have the leaky bucket, which I only found from our first one about 2 months ago. So we got some die chips occurring. And we're going to check this one real fast since I got y'all up in here. No, there's a die crack that runs from the horse's mouth through Caesar on down, but I don't see it. It's called a spinning horse. So I'm going to pause it, bring it back in on the next one. Here is basically coming off the beginning of the massive die chip on the wing. You can see the little bit raised metal right there. And you can see where the die is starting to break right through here. From where the point of the wing comes through. Just kind of curves down. This is all out. Eventually that fell out eventually. Unless they caught it in time and replaced it. Okay, y'all. We got Harper's Ferry under the scope. I'm still sorting quarters out by state and ports and all that fun stuff. And I don't have time to look it up tonight. Got a little bit of doubling in the window right there. So I'm going to pull this one off, see if there's anything else. It's kind of dirty-ish. That's not supposed to be like that, so there could be something wrong with there. I don't see nothing else wrong with the court. It's just that one window pane. Oh, look. We got a massive die chip. Oh, that might be postment damage. But that right there where my mouse is pointing at is definitely doubling. Oh, we got a little bit doubling right there. So there's a bunch. I want to look it up. Now, what I'm looking for is the Kanaka Ole. It's a die clash, and I don't see any straight lines there. And there's a double die in the lettering. Did not see that there. Along this hairline, there's doubling, but did not see that there also. So, Let's see. Boreas National Park. See any die chips? You can look for die chips up in here and here. Occasionally I find one up in here. I don't see anything. I don't see any on these. Angela usually has a double earring. You can find a die crack going to the bird's beak. And I did not, it's a slight grease strike through right there on the word I and N. I don't see anything going on. So let me go ahead and pause it. I'll bring you back into the next group of finds. Okay, people, we got our first West Point quarter of the hunt. It is slightly damaged, but that is a W. This is the 2020, I do believe. No, it's 2019. 2020 has a privy mark, and it's the Lao quarter. Unfortunately, it's got some damage to the mint, but it is a West Point. Now I have 3 different West Point quarters. It's only a matter of time. So that's going off to the side. Persistence is a virtue. So is patience. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Bring it back in if I find anything else. Okay, in front of y'all is Murray the Tall Chief, and I dropped my pen, so I need something else to point with. We got another pen. There's a die chip right here. And this is Denver. That's the only one I saw. Now I do have some got from the mint directly where this is filled in. Got a die chip in the S right there at the top. Now I got one as a die gouge going right to the middle of her chest. So that's first one. That's a fine. I'm on the last row. Right now I'm just going through because I need to get on to something else besides roll hunting. We're going to do a quick wrap up. More spillings. I'm just double checking the mints. I know y'all not seeing anything. So let me pause it and bring y'all back down for the wrap up. Okay, but y'all can see, so we ended up with a bicentennial quarter, die chip on Murray Tall Chief, die chip on that one. Actually, we got 2 of those for die chips on Saltwater Bay. Possible doubling in the window. Early signs of snow in the roof with die chip in the cornstalk. Early stage die chip on the wing. Die chip in the hair. No, this has got the die chip on the corner of the mouth. And the fine, a 2019 W quarter. That's going to conclude this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel and have not done so, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. I got a box of $5 coming Friday. We'll be doing a live opening on Monday because I am off. So be looking for that. There's a video called 2 rolls or something. I'll put a link in the secondary description of all ones. You need to go to that video. Type in hashtag silver. I'll be giving away a $1 funny back and 2 service certificates to 1 person, bringing 250 subs. So if y'all enjoy this video, y'all have a good evening. Keep on hunting.